Guys, tough day to be in crypto. You know, it's hard to get past this stuff. Sometimes everybody's losing their money again due to an Elon Musk tweet. It doesn't look exactly good right now. It's a dark time for a lot of people, except for me, because I called it on Twitter. Here's the timestamp and sold at 39K. So, I mean, man, if you're a Hopium holder, tough day. Tough day if you thought that bounce was going past 42K. Anyways, look, not to gloat a little bit, you guys were awfully mean in the last video, so I'm going to be a little bit mean back. What I want to talk about right now is something that I've spotted and I've been doing and has been working pretty well for me in this mini bear market right now. Like I said in the last video, I really don't think we're going into a bear market. And just to be totally straight up with the intro right there, I'm pretty sure I just got lucky with that Elon Musk tweet. I just headed up yesterday because looking at the pattern from last week, if we're not going to bust 40K, we're going down on the weekends. And it looks like we just did that. But what I've been noticing is whenever we see these big bumps, if you look at the micro caps that are related to the bumps, there's a delayed bump in them. And so I want to show you something I've done with PDEX and a few other coins that are micro caps that I think is really cool and I think is actually really handy, especially in this little bear bounciness that's going on right now. So let me show you this. So guys, before we get into it, just a quick little market recap. Honestly, at this point, I've bought back in. I bought back in this morning, about 36, not at the lowest point of this dip. Frankly, because I think the market's going to rebound from this Elon tweet, go back up to 39, and I think it's going to dip down again. But we'll see how that goes, guys. Look, despite how toxic I am on Twitter, I've gotten lucky with these trades. So let's just leave it at that. Just doing the best I can right now to make some money in this mini bear market. That being said, what I think is about to happen, and guys, don't go off of what I say on here, all right? This is just my hunch, is I think we're going to bounce back up again, like I just said. And then if we don't break 40K cleanly, it's just going to go back down again, and we're just going to keep boffling between 30K and 40K, might even dip down to 28K. Frankly, my trading strategy right now, if you can call it a strategy, is if we're teeting around 39K-ish going into the weekend, I'm just going to sell. Okay, and I think one of these weeks we're going to have that breakout, and I'm just not going to sell. So wait for 39. If it's not strong, sell. Goes back down, buy back. That's all I'm doing. But the thing I've noticed that's been really, really handy and actually a real money maker is noticing what the micro caps are doing in relation to the bigger coins. Okay, so look, micro caps are really dangerous right now. You shouldn't be getting in the micro caps. It's a terrible time to be buying things, though. I think if you have some balls right now, the biggest money to be made is actually in micro caps. So, you know, I'm really looking at a few of them. I think Blank with its launch next month is going to do really good. I think anything on CardStarter, tying into Cardano with Goguen come out is going to be really good. But for more short-term trades that I've been doing, and again, guys, I'm a terrible trader. This is just a pattern I've noticed. A better trader could probably run away with this and do even cooler stuff. But so check this out. So when coins get hot, especially in this bear market right now that we're in, this mini bear market, you saw like DOT right here, for example, go to $19 to $30. Holy moly, you know? And then more importantly, what you're going to notice with these bigger coins is that their ecosystems, the lower you get in the ecosystem, the harder the pumps somewhat are. Okay, so if you go, again, you can verify this on Twitter. I bought Kusama around 284, and then I sold it at 455-ish yesterday, and then sold the rest of my portfolio, and then just bought back in my portfolio this morning. Not at the lowest dip. Everyone's always like, you always say you buy at the lowest point. No, I buy around the lowest point. Okay, it wasn't exactly hard to time this. Anyways, little lucky with this right here. It's rebounding right now, so that's really cool as well. That being said, what I did the second I saw Kusama and DOT pumping is I immediately went and checked PDEX. Okay, and you can see right here, when PDEX really started to pump was right after Kusama started pumping. Okay, so I saw Kusama pumping. When did Kusama pump start? We go right here and look at this. The Kusama pump started on June 2nd, about the middle of the day at noon. And if we pop on over the Pokedex, because what I did as soon as I started to see that Kusama pump, I knew what people are going to think. They're going to say, okay, DOT's pumping, Kusama's pumping. Naturally, they're going to go and dive into the ecosystem. And so you can see right here, literally right after that. So about 10 o'clock, noonish is when the Kusama pump really started happening. First thing I did is I go look at PDEX, and then bada bing, okay? I was like, this thing's going to pump. Bam. Okay, and so I did a really short-term trade on that right there. I'm still holding a bag of PDEX just regardless, but I put a lot in right here, and then I sold again with the rest of my portfolio right here. Now, I'm not buying tons of alts, and I'm not buying back in the alts, and PDEX is just a long-term hold I have, but I just wanted to show you this trend right here, because when these bigger coins pump, the way the pattern works is the big coin pumps, the smaller coins pump, and Kusama actually led this one, and then the ecosystem ones pump. You can see the exact same thing happened with Fala, okay? So Kusama started pumping really hard. What did Fala start doing right around that time? Okay? See a massive pump from... I need to stop wearing glasses in these videos. This is out of control. But you just see these big old pumps right here following these coins. Okay? And so like we can probably go and look at this massive Cardano run right here, where we went all the way up to about $1.80. Okay? And so this stuff started happening right here at about 9:04 p.m. And so if we go look at like a project that's really big on Cardano, like let's look at like Charlie 3, like a good old famous Cardano project right here. And again, just to emphasize, we see the Cardano pump really started about 9 o'clock right here, and then we go and hop over and look at Charlie 3, and this one started happening about 10 o'clock. Okay, and so the thing I've been looking at in these ones, and I missed this one, but I didn't miss it with PDEX, is that whenever we see these big coins pump, the things in their ecosystem pump in a little bit of a slight delay, and then they take off. And so, look, you can take it for what it's worth. I just wanted to show you guys this because this is something I'm definitely playing with in this mini bear market right here, because the second there's any hope that floods into these coins, people then flood into these ones, but there's just a little bit of a buying delay. There's just about an hour, 2 hours of buying delay. So next time I see one of these pump, and I really suspect something here is going to pump again. If we look at XRP, if it starts pumping, you're going to see the Flare network pump. You're going to see similar stuff that's underneath that pump. We start seeing Solana pump, we're going to see Serum start to pump. We start seeing Harmony One pump, we're going to start seeing Moki pump. Okay, so I would watch the DEXs, and I would watch the microcap oracles and projects that are really related to these. And Polkadot, Solana, Harmony One have some really defined ecosystems. Cardano doesn't do anything yet, so it's up in the air. So I would just watch those. That's it. I just wanted to show you guys this in this video. It's something that I've been trading, and it's been working well for me. And guys, just to really break this down as simple as possible so you understand what I'm doing, if you want to do this, I don't know if you want to or not, but I know we got some Bitcoin maxis on here, and you guys are pretty dense, so you know, I've got to really lay this out there for you. But it's really simple. You see DOT, you see something with a really defined ecosystem starting to pump, go check the microcaps underneath it. Go check the DEXs. Go check the important microcaps that are under $100 million market cap, for example. Okay? If it hasn't pumped yet, if they've already pumped, no, don't buy them. Come on, goofball. But if they haven't pumped yet, man, I can just move a bunch of money on top of one on Uniswap, leave it there for 5-6 hours. It's probably not going to go down more than 10%, but there's a huge chance it could go up 30-50% rather quickly. But most likely, it's just not going to do anything, okay, in the worst case situation. Move the money on there, leave it there for a day, nothing happens, move it back off. Really, really, really simple tactic. It has worked pretty well for me so far. I made some good money on PDEX, and that's it, guys. That also being said, guys, you want to see a little bit earlier updates on these things. You want to see when I'm buying and selling. Again, I'm not a good trader. I do crypto for fun, just laying it out there. This is not financial advice. But you want to see that stuff, follow me at ZSS Becker on Twitter. I also talk about little alts I'm looking at. That's it. I'll see you next video.